Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and I'm just going to discuss Suicide Squad today. Just shortly, I just want to give my take on it because I personally am a big fan of DC. I know most of this stuff. I mean, I can get caught off guard by some things, but I know Suicide Squad generally pretty well. Oops, I don't know what that was. Generally pretty well. I like them. I've read a few of the comics. I know somewhat what the members are like, even though these people aren't proper members of the Suicide Squad in the thing, apart from King Shark and Harley and Rick Flag. But that's about it. The rest are just random characters, which I'm glad they included because they did really well. So in this one, you've got like you got Idris Elba, you got John Cena, you got Ratcatcher, you got Polka Dot Man. Peacemaker, I think, was one of the better characters in the film. John Cena's acting in it is just splendid. Puts more character into this than anything I've ever seen him in. Uh, he actually acts, which is really something for John Cena, I feel like. I have never seen him act this hard for a film, ever. I'm not gonna lie. I think he just hams it up half the time, but this time he looked like he actually put effort into it. So that's good. Ratcatcher is one of the hearts of the film, I think. She's the one you're meant to like resonate with. She's the kind one. I don't even know why she's in prison. I mean, it was for Banks or something, but like, she's so nice. She's so kind. She doesn't belong there, but she's a good contrast to everyone else who are like assholes or crazy. So I think that's good. And her affinity with rats compared to birds in the film is like a metaphor in comparison. I'm not going to get too spoilery. I mean, I'll say some things that are spoilers, so just warning, if you haven't seen it, you should probably watch it. But like the main villain, Starro, he is amazing. I remember being so freaked out as a kid watching the Starro versus the Justice League or reading it. It was either a comic book or it was an animated show. I can't remember. I just remember the controlling on the face being so scary, man. I just remember being so freaked out. Yeah, but that's beside the point. Starro's just a great villain. They lead him up very well. I mean, I knew who it was exactly from just the trailers before it got released. But some people might be surprised when it was this giant starfish. But it was so cool. It was so cool to see it on screen. And just the way he worked with the Thinker, Peter Capaldi did great as well as the Thinker, and just you can't root for anyone in this film. You don't want to get attached to anyone really because there's a high possibility that anyone you follow is gonna die. Like so many of those first characters. Oh my god. I was so happy to see Captain Boomerang back in this. I loved him in the first film, and seeing him just get obliterated by a fucking helicopter in the first 10 minutes of the film, I was beside myself. I was like, what the fuck? That's insane. But it's just the way it goes in this film. James Gunn said not to get attached to any of the characters, but I couldn't help it. King Shark was one of the better characters in the film. I really liked how they did him, and I think that's exactly the way they should have done Killer Croc in the first one. A lot of this film does feel like it's like the first Suicide Squad, but a better take. Like Idris Elba just felt like a discount Deadshot, or not even discount, maybe just a better Deadshot because he did seem to do more than Deadshot did in that first film. I would rather have Bloodsport over Deadshot any day. Polka Dot Man is just crazy, and I love it. He's so good. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much all the main characters that I've talked about there. The rest are kind of minor. You'll see cameos everywhere. Like I remember seeing Calendar Man. Most people probably won't know who he is, but it's from the Batman comics. Crazy about dates and stuff. But it's nice to see references like that, like people who actually care about those characters. Like they cast him as Sean Gunn, which is kind of funny because he's already in the film as the Weasel. The Weasel's fucking disgusting, by the way. I don't know if anyone's gonna hear this or see this, but Weasel is fucking disgusting. Just the way he moves, man, ugh, just fucking irks me. Um, But anyway, that's the film's really good. The pacing is a bit meh at the start. Like after the start, kind of the middle start, like in between the start and the middle. That bit in there is a bit slow. But once it gets back to Harley again and Harley does his shit, it picks up just from there and gets better and better the whole way. The pacing of this film after that is amazing, and just the way they narrate everything is so good. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I think if I was going to rate it, I think it deserves to be recognized as a better film than a lot of the other DC ones. I do like DC films, but like, yeah, some of them don't hold a candle to this, especially the first Suicide Squad. And I'm unfortunately, if you did come to this to see Jared Leto, he is not in this film. So I'm sorry for that, letting you down in that case. He will not be sending anyone used condoms or fucking rats or whatever fucking thing he does. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll catch you next time. Anyway, the film's really good and I recommend seeing it. See you later.